Killer TV, Best Conversation Podcast, Episode 2. Thanks for everybody that listened to Episode 1, that Big V episode. SoundCloud, go check it out. Right now, Episode 2, we right back at y'all. Sometimes people don't even understand they got fans and they be watching and they don't even understand. And I've been a fan of this man for the first time. Speaking of Big V, he did his video. I was like, oh, bruh's dope. Straight from Memphis, Tennessee. Mr. Made for these blessings. Mr. Is it Mr. Hurt or is it just what's up?
Man, yo, it's what everybody call me, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Mr. BBH, you know what I'm saying?
Mr. BBH?
Yeah, Mr. BBH stands for Bigboihurt.
Bigboihurt.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having me, man.
Yes, sir, man. Memphis.
Born and bred.
Word up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love Memphis, man.
Man, look, don't tell me you done been down to the M, man.
I done been down there and got me some barbecue.
Man, look, you already know what it is then. Hit that Beale Street run time.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
I love Memphis, man. So, for the people that don't know you, man, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Man, Mr. BBH, like I said, a.k.a. Bigboihurt. Man, I've been doing gospel music, man, for a long time now. It's funny. I actually started off, man, you know, like I think everybody that does gospel, I started off doing secular music. I had a secular label back in Memphis, you know what I'm saying, kind of managing cats or whatnot. Never really rapped, you know what I'm saying, oddly enough. So I came down to Carolina, man, you know what I'm saying, moved here, you know what I'm saying, man, got saved, man, started, you know, getting into the church, man, getting into God, and I started managing different cats, man, around the city, man, around Greensboro, the Triad area, really.
Right.
Doing shows, man, taking them everywhere I could. And then God just told me one day out of nowhere, man, do this song. And it was my very first song called Streetwalker. I think that was like 2002, you know what I'm saying, 2004 when that jump first came out. So, yeah, man, it's just been popping from there.
Word. You got this project that you dropped last year, Made for These Blessings.
Yes, sir, Made for Blessings.
Man, this project is amazing, man.
Thank you.
What was the inspiration behind it?
Man, real talk. Man, I go back to the actual, you know what I'm saying, the song. I'm sure you saw the video, Made for Blessings. You know what I'm saying? Spike V did that joint, man. That joint was amazing. It was killer.
Yes.
That song, man, and it was kind of like the whole project. You know what I'm saying? It was the song in itself was actually me and my son does my engineering for me. Yeah. And he's 10, you know, he was 11. He started when he was like 10. He's 12 now. So I built a studio in the crib or whatever. I actually had a studio in Kernersville for a minute, and we recorded a lot of the project in my studio in Kernersville. Then I took it to the house when I bought the house, and you know, just kept going. But the song, man, I started writing, I got stuck, and I couldn't finish it. And I think I probably had like 4 or 6 bars on it. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was one day, man, I got laid off from my job, man, and so I said, man, I'm finna go in here and finish the song. My son gonna be proud of me. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt it in my spirit, so I went. And cause we had already started working on it, couldn't get nowhere. He was like, Dad, just let it go. Just we'll come back to it. I'm like, all right, bet we'll do it. You know, you got to trust your engineer.
Absolutely.
So I went in that joint, man, by myself, man, low key, and it was just a freestyle. Like the first 4 bars, man, was what I wrote, and then everything else right there from the heart. You know what I'm saying? So the whole album for Made for Blessings that's what it is, man. Realizing, man, that no matter what you're going through in your life, man, you made for a blessing. God made us unique for a purpose.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a purpose and a reason for to be out here.
Word. Let's take it back to Memphis, man. How was your upbringing? Like, you know, with your how'd you grow up? Like,
man, yo, I grew up blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, man. I was raised around family. You know what I'm saying? I was, you know, moved around through all my different family members. You know what I'm saying? So I never really just had like one set home. So I got a chance to see everybody. I ain't know that we was poverty or that we wasn't poverty. You know what I'm saying? I knew my granddaddy. He had the largest minority-owned real estate, you know what I'm saying, company in the city of Memphis. So, you know, I thought we were wealthy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know when we wasn't or when we was. You know what I'm saying? Or who was and who wasn't.
Right.
I just knew love. You know what I'm saying? I just thought the love of my people, man, the love of my family. So, you know, that's me, you know. I try to do my little thing in the street, too, you know.
Okay.
Who don't, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, I gang banged a little bit, sold a little dope, you know what I'm saying? You know, and God had to put some testimony in me, you know.
Absolutely. Before you said you were saved, you listened to secular music.
Oh, yeah.
What were some of your inspirations listening to, you know, that type of music? When I hear you, I hear like a a ghetto Christian Project Pat or something. Like, I don't even know if all that go together.
They do.
But,
that's me.
But yeah,
I say I do. I tell everybody I do, man, like a gospel trap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely.
It's like Rick Ross met God or something.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
yes.
you know, we had a little Project Pat in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, growing up quite naturally, man. You know, me being from Memphis, man. You know what I'm saying, man. You go to man, Kingpin, Skinny Pimp. You go to DJ Squeaky. You go to my Lord Infamous. Yeah. Oh yeah. Man, Gangsta Black. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's people might don't even know. You know what I'm saying?
I know them.
Oh, word.
I know them.
Okay.
Especially Skinny. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Quite naturally, man. You know, from 666 Mafia to 36 Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Going all the way through the little ages of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? DJ Paul and all them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then you had man, golly, A-Ball and MJG, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, then you get to your more famous people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, people trip me. They really trip because I say, who is your favorite artist? And I say, man, you know, I do Rose. Mm-hmm. I do Luda.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, quite naturally, you got your old school Method Man's, Wu-Tang. I still come up north a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm a Southern dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Just side note real quick. Have you ever been in a club when Tear the Club Up been on? Like
what?
Like
yeah.
how crazy does that get in Memphis? Like,
oh man,
I know how it was like up here, but to see it like actually go crazy in Memphis, how crazy you ever seen it?
When that song first dropped, I wasn't supposed to be in no club, man. Real talk.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I was in that joint, so man, that joint was raw. It was crazy. They were throwing chairs, man. Like anything you heard on the song, that joint was live. It was true. Yeah, it was. Yeah, they used to get funky on that jump for real.
Tear the club up, man. That was my joint. So you're doing your circular music thing. You say you was managing artists and all that type of stuff. So where was like really the turning point that made you want to get saved and do all that?
Man, real talk. I came to North Carolina, man. You know what I'm saying? Just being transparent. With a bounty on my head, man. You know what I'm saying? So I got out the city, man. You know what I'm saying? And, that situation got kind of handled, however it got handled, you know what I'm saying? And everything, we straight. Mm-hmm. I go home, man, like it ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? But while I was down here, man, I think I was down here for a year, couldn't work or do nothing. I was just like laying low, man, living out the, out the wealth, man, from what I had been hustling on. Mm-hmm. And so I ended up getting this job, man. I had a little car wash and I got a job, man. And this lady came to work for me. She was a preacher. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know it. She just was cool. You know what I'm saying? Then she finally told me she was a preacher. She said, you need to come to my church. I said, man, I come there. You know what I'm saying? And I was joking. She said, no, I want you to come to my church.
Yeah, I mean, before that, I mean, did you go to church like growing up and stuff? Or?
Yeah, man. Okay. Yeah. My family, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, they keep you in church. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. I'm the old school family. You know what I'm saying? You had to go whether you wanted to or not.
Right.
But you still did what you, like, I was in church, man, I was selling drugs. I was selling guns. Man. I was selling beepers. Whatever it took, man. I was hustling in church. So
man.
Yeah. So but like I said, man, that lady, man, she Pastor P. You know what I'm saying? Parasina Korea was her name back then. She got married now, but she made me promise, man, to come to church one day. Mm-hmm. Man, we was in a club, man, down here, and I think we was in High Point, man. Man, we were treed out, man, smoking dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Drinking. And I was like, man, I said, yo, we got to go to church, man. I made this promise. I got to go.
Right.
Man, I went in that church high as all get out, bro. Mm-hmm. I left out of that junk, man, sober as a mud, bro. Like, for real. Like,
you got saved that day?
Yeah, saved that day. I gave my life back, man, to Christ, man. And, you know what I'm saying, after that, I tried to smoke some dope, man. I couldn't even get high. I tried to smoke some weed, you know what I'm saying, when nothing working, man. I was like, man, dog, I can't even smoke weed no more, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, I'm a real dude, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, it came the way it came. You know what I'm saying? Like, he took it from me, man. That craving left me, man, the whole nine. So I said, man, I'm here, Lord, whatever you need me to do.
Word. Did you just go, like, cold turkey or, like, what was, like, some of the struggles that you kind of faced of just being saved and, living that crazy lifestyle that you was living?
Man, nothing really, man, fazed me, real talk. Like,
Word
coming
up.
through. Like, some people, everybody had, like, vices. Mm-hmm. I never really let anything really control me. You know what I'm saying? So, I always try to keep control. You know what I'm saying? So the biggest thing that ever really got me was music. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn that balance of being able to listen but not participate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can still listen to a Luda or a Rose or, you know what I'm saying, V or anybody. You know what I'm saying? I can listen to anybody, but that don't mean I necessarily got to partake in what they're saying. Absolutely. And doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm around everything now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm strong enough to be able to do that.
Word up.
Yeah.
And I see like you work in the church, like you do like engineer work in the church.
Man, yeah. I run. I'm over the sound media team, media team at the church, man. I just got ordained as a minister in the church as well too.
God bless you,
man. Yes, sir. God is definitely good, Brad. Like it's crazy because people see that you get ordained or do something like that, and then you still going through troubles, or you still go through, issues or whatever. So that's how, like, bro, it's real talk. It's real in the field. You know what I'm saying? I try to be as transparent as I can so people can see. You know what I'm saying? Just because you get saved, it don't make it no easier.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The fight actually gets harder.
A lot harder.
You know what I'm saying? But now you know whose you are and how to get past that. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah. So, I hate the term gospel rapper.
Me too.
You know what I mean? I just feel like you just make music.
And make good music.
You just make good music, and it's positive or whatever. I feel like Mace could have still been popping when he retired. Mm-hmm. I feel like he still could have been popping but he said he was, giving himself to God. I think he still could have made his music and just made it more positive. Didn't have to come out and say it and do that.
Yep.
I don't know if you label yourself a gospel rapper, but
man, it's amazing, man, the labels that get put on you. You know what I'm saying? I think Lecrae, you know what I'm saying, he fought that fight and he's still fighting it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? People want to call him a gospel rapper. He hates being called a gospel rapper.
Right.
Because it puts you in that box to where you can't move and do nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
And they putting that target on you like, oh, you better not be listening to Rick Ross. You better not be listening to Luda. Like,
right. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, hey, I ain't going to lie. What was the last album Rose put out, man? I can't even remember that John. What was it, like 17? Mm-hmm. In 2017, bro, that John's still in my CD player. Don't play. I keep that John in the change. That John a banger.
That's a banger.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you got. I listen to good music.
I listen to good music.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's Lecrae, whoever it is.
And that's me too. And I go to church as well. I go to church, and I just try to live my life right. You know, that's it. And I listen to what I listen to. And I'm old enough now to know like I can't. And none of that influences me. You know what I mean? I just live my life and.
Right.
Whatever happens with it. So yeah, man. I know like your fight and everything you're going through, like that whole title, gospel rapper. I'm like, I hate that, man. I really hate it.
It's a stigma. It's a stigma, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really try to put you in the box when you know what I'm saying? Because when you do anything, man, for God, man, anybody's gonna try to tear it down. You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing how horrible it is, but it's definitely there.
So what do the people back in Memphis say when they see you, man? Like, I know they got to be happy for you, but like, man, this cat, like, he done turned it all the way around.
Man, look, like, I went back home, man. It was a couple of years ago, man. I went home, man. I had this one. I still had the Tahoe. You know what I'm saying? I had the black Tahoe on 20. I think it was 24s or 26s at that time. I can't remember. I go through rims like, man. People go through tennis shoes. I ain't lying, man. But I had the truck, man. You know what I'm saying? Blacked out. I went down there, man, shining, man. You know what I'm saying? I keep some jewelry on me, keep my rims on the whip or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm known for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, man, dog, man, you still flossing, bro. You still, selling that stuff, man? Like, bro, nah, that's what I do. Mm-hmm. Like, man, I heard that, man, but you don't look like no minister. No, you don't like no pastor. Like, man, because I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the time I would. You know what I'm saying? They're like, man, you the closest thing to a pastor I love and respect, man. Keep doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even the boys, man, that I used to trap with, man, and do different things with, you know what I'm saying? Like, they look at me now and they talk to me, man. I still talk to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? They like, man, yo, keep doing what you're doing, Hurt. Keep doing what you're doing, Hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, we proud of you, bro. We proud of you, man. Keep going. You need something, let us know. I got you.
Yeah.
So when I dropped Made for Blessings, bro, like my first 5 sales, bro, like I went home, bro. Like, for real. I got, man, as soon as that junk dropped, I was in the whip, man. I drove that 12 hours strong, man, to get down there. You know what I'm saying? Took it to my people, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to hand take it to them, too. I ain't want to send it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Well, what's been the response from this project? You know what I mean? What makes this? What would make you happy about this project? What makes it a success to you?
Man, for me, I work every day. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the money part and the sales part is good. It's great, but it ain't what I've been looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody love to have that accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Who wouldn't want to have 1 million projects sold or 2 million or whatever?
Right.
But man, the greatest thing for me was when the calls I get, people saying they've been changed from it, or people saying they got the message. Because if you listen to it in its entirety from beginning to end, you will get the message. But you have to like, and I love streaming. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But it jumbles it up. But
Yeah.
if you get the CD or if you get the track listening, you go from beginning to end and let that thing take you through, that thing gonna minister to you. It's gonna preach.
Indeed.
So I had somebody, man, that literally called me, man. She called me, I say probably about an hour and a half after she bought the project. And dude, she was speaking in tongues, going crazy. She was shouting. I had to let her just keep going. I hung up the phone because I had a customer in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was at work. And then, you know, see, she finally called me back. She said, man, this right here. That's all she could say. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, praise God. Let it do what it do.
Because on the song Faith, you say, I don't really do it for the fame. I do it for God. Mm-hmm. I mean, speak about that.
Man, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got a reason why they do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Some people do music, man, for the love of music. Some people do music for the love of the fame of it. They want to see the glitz, the glam, the jewelry, you know what I'm saying, the 3,000 people, you know what I'm saying, event sold out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's great. That's good. I love to have it. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. But I do it, man, for God's name, man. If like I said, if somebody gets brought through, hey, man, I won.
Right.
I won. You know what I'm saying? Because really and truly, the album brought me through. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, man, look, when I'm down, I listen to my own album. I let it minister to me. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
On your new video, shot by Spike V.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's inner meaning to what in the video, but it seemed like you was contemplating suicide in the video. Mm-hmm. Speak on the tone of what the points you was trying to get across on that video.
The new song, man, is worth the risk. You know what I'm saying? New video and everything. I give you a little quick background. I try to make it quick, man. I'm long-winded, but
let's go.
Just being 100% transparent again, man. That's kind of where I'm at in my life now. You know what I'm saying? Like the night that I actually wrote that song, I had actually wrote the letter, man, saying I was, loving everybody, man. I was sorry for leaving everybody. In other words, I wrote my suicidal note. You know what I'm saying? I was going to check out. Now, yet this was after, you know what I'm saying, Made for Blessings album came out, the videos dropped. This is after, those successes. That's after me becoming ordained minister. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, just because you do these things don't make the walk easier. You know what I'm saying? It's still there. You still got to walk this walk. You still got to go down this street through this valley. You know what I'm saying? And God lets you go through so he can be able to use you. You know what I'm saying? So that night, man, like I said, I wrote my suicide note, man, and I literally loaded up the 9, man, cocked it back, and I had YouTube playing in the background. You know what I'm saying? I was just letting beats kind of play. You know what I'm saying? Praying, man, that it would drown it out, and my wife would find me, and my kids would. You know what I'm saying? In my studio at the house, and man, I turned the music up a little bit. And next thing you know, a commercial came, and I was like, dawg, can't do it yet. I got to wait till the music drop. I mean, like, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? And the song came on, the beat came on, the instrumental to Worth the Risk came on, and I put the joint to my head, and I was getting ready to blow my brains out. And the words that she said in the song and that beat hit me, and I couldn't do it. And I literally started, I was like, man, I just started crying. And I put the joint down, and I just started writing. That song actually came through, man, in 2 hours. Dang. Like, from the moment where it came on to the moment where I emailed my brother, Trub, who's also a rapper too, in Atlanta. I emailed it to him, and I emailed it to my dude, Chase Elliott, that's on Made for Blessings. He did a lot of stuff with the project. I emailed the two of them, because I always send my music to them first. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's 3 pieces. It's them and my wife. You know what I'm saying? And I emailed it out to them at I think it was 2:08 or something like that in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I had written it, recorded it, mixed it, mastered it in 2 hours. Damn. It saved my life. That's why I'm here.
Man, and at the end of the video, I see that you got some suicide prevention and awareness, rather, at the end of the video. Speak to somebody that might be listening to this or see this or whatever, and that's going through that, man. What words would you give them? And are you good? Like, are you?
Yeah. I mean, like, real talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I did the video like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I hit V up, man. I told him, I said, yo, hey, man, I gotta. You heard the song? He was like, yeah, you all right? You know, that was for everybody that's heard it, and if they listened, they knew. Mm-hmm. You know, they kind of figured out, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was like, man, look, man, I found out, man, I suffer from mental illness. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like a disease. It's like high blood pressure or diabetes. You know what I'm saying? It's just something you get. Mm-hmm. And it's, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, the only treatment is love. Right. You can get pills, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature, but the real treatment is really and truly love, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I wanna shoot this video, and I told him what I went through that night, and I said I want to rerun all that back. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it was rough. It was a rough way to live that video back out again, or to do that video. But you know, and man, yo, shouts out to V, man, Spike V. He's an amazing dude on so many different levels.
So shot all your videos, right?
He shot the majority of them. He shot the majority of them. Since I got with him, man, I ain't left him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he saw that I was kind of going through in the midst of shooting the video, so he would kind of pause and kind of change the subject a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep it light. You know what I'm saying? But man, you know, going back to what you said, man, like if anybody's out there, man, mental illness is a real thing, man. Like it's nothing to be ashamed of. Like you gotta admit to it that you have it, because everybody has it. Right. Everybody has a little piece of it. But some people's is a huge piece. Absolutely. And you have to go and get help, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get help. You got to get, man, the tools to be able to utilize, man, to be able to get through it. You know what I'm saying? Then at the same time, you got to use those tools, too. So, man, look, I tell everybody, man, look, I'm 100% transparent. You can hit my phone, man, 336-223-HURT. You know what I'm saying? That's 336-223-HURT, 4878, man. Like, I'll give my number out. I don't care. If you need somebody to talk to, man, hit me. I will talk to you through this junk, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You are worth the risk. I'm worth the risk, man. We are worth the risk, man.
Yeah, your family needs you, man. Can't leave it yet. So let's take a quick break. Best Conversations Podcast. We here. That boy Bigboihurt, man. See y'all in a minute. Killer TV, we back. Here with that boy Bigboihurt. Best Conversations Podcast. We about to get into this Made for Blessings album. My favorite joint on here, bro, is this I Give Anything. That's amazing, man. Shout out the producer who did that. Who did that? That beat is amazing.
Man, look, that junk right there, man. I can't say it's my favorite song, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Every song in this project, man, was my favorite song. It took a hard, man. It was like putting a kid together, man, to take care of a kid, man. Like, I birthed this album, but man, I Give Anything, man. My man, why did I just lose his name that quick, man? Greg Luster. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Out of Salisbury, man. He actually, man, he is rapping on it. He sung on it, and he did the beat on it.
That's him that's rapping. Yeah. Oh, he killed that too.
He killed that. That is, man. I'm a huge fan of that dude, man. Like,
I'm gonna have to look him up too, cause he killed that verse. I was like, wow.
Yeah, he's an amazing artist, man. We've been working together, man, for a minute, and trying to work together, man, on some music for a minute, man. But it's amazing, man. We were kind of going through certain things at the same time, and man, you know what I'm saying? We still hit each other phone on the regular. That's my dude right there, 100. Mm-hmm. And, man, he's an amazing artist, though. He, like I said, he produced that joint, sent it to me. I was like, you gave me exactly what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I said, now go get on it.
All right, another one of my favorites is Come Home. Yeah. Speak about that joint.
Come Home, man, it's exactly how it is. Man, I had an opportunity, man, work with a killer group, man, called why is my names and everything going away right now?
You got a lot of features on here.
There's a lot of features on here, man. But yeah, I had a chance to work with a group, man, called the Gatekeepers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you ever heard of them, man, but they were hitting hard around the area. They were one of the few, man, rap groups that actually had a full band. You know what I'm saying? They were gospel, but they wasn't. You know what I'm saying? They were gospel inspired or whatever. But they rocked everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? So I say really true. They was one of the first, man, actually rap groups, man, to actually hit, man, the Billboard charts. They were actually from the Triad area, man. You know what I'm saying? So they had a song, man, called Came, similar to it, which was Come Home as well, too. And I had a chance to be with them or whatever. And it kind of inspired that song, man. And it was it was just what it was, man. I heard it, like I said, man. I heard beats, man, and guys started talking to me, man. I just started writing, and it was like, man, yo, you can always come home, man. I hit my dude up, and you know what I'm saying, Alfred Clemens, and I said, yo, man, you got to come to the studio. And it was funny because I was looking for this one piece. I knew it was like one piece that I needed. And man, I was trolling through Facebook, man, and he never does it. And I don't think he's ever did it again since then. In real talk, well, I've never seen it. But he was singing in the car on Facebook live and just singing. And I said, yo. And God said, call him. I said, man, yo, you got to come to the studio. Like, nah, bro. Like, what day can you get here? You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, yo, I'm on my way, man. I see you this weekend. I said, bet. He came through. I played that joint. He said, man, yo, put me in the booth. Word. And he went in the booth and started singing on it, man. And it was that. It's a video out there for that joint, man. That was right before I started working with Spike V.
Oh, it's a video for that?
It's a video for that one too, man. You see
Word.
that? Yeah.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I mean, I only found you through Spike, like, you know
Word.
what I mean? Yeah.
Man, y'all gotta check out the channel, man. Mr. BBH, aka Bigboihurt, man. You know what I'm saying? The whole channel is out there.
The whole channel.
Man, you can also quite naturally hit the website, MrBBH.com. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, get anything you need out there.
Word up. You I see you got the merch too.
Yeah. We keep merch, man. The Made for Blessing shirts, man. Should have been on the website by now, man. They don't have some issues with that part. The Mr. BBA shirts are already up, and you know what I'm saying, the Work the Risk and the Made for Blessing albums out there as well too.
Word up. So what's the next project you working on?
Man, look, I'm listening to God right now. Real talk. You
Word
know what I'm
up.
saying? Yeah, he got me doing, man, singles, man, like their albums right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's kind of how we did Work the Risk. You know what I'm saying? So everything is really controlled.
Is that available for streaming?
No,
right
I'm
now?
not going to do it for streaming yet.
Okay.
And the reason being is because, as a lot of people don't know, you know what I'm saying, the artists don't really make a lot when it comes to streaming. You have to have, man, a huge amount of streams before you actually profit anything.
Right.
So what I did was, because of this song and the magnification of this song and what I need for this song and what I want to do with this song, Worth the Risk is only available on MrBBH.com.
Okay.
I'm going to keep it that way for, you know what I'm saying, maybe a month, and then I'll release it out to everyone. Okay. It is not because I'm trying to gain fans or popularity or get people in, but I have a certain goal that I want to get from the sales of this song that I can donate to the different mental illness awareness programs.
Oh, my God.
I want to be able to give people, you know what I'm saying, a chance to know that they can get help, and a chance that people know that, you know what I'm saying, that they're not alone in this fight. You know what I'm saying? So that really and truly, I'm in the process right now of signing a deal with a Key Records. You probably saw it all over the video.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so it's pretty much done. It's done. We're going to go and say it's done. Key Records, they're right here out of Winston-Salem area. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations.
So, thank you. So this is the first announcement of me saying the Key Records. I'm the new artist on that joint. So,
that's what's up.
Yeah, so that, you know what I'm saying?
Best podcast exclusive.
Yes, sir. I had to bring it to you first.
Thank you.
So we doing big major things over there, man. It's a lot of great work that's going to happen over there, man. And you know what I'm saying. So it was when we sat down and talked about this song, man, Worth the Risk, and they got involved and, you know what I'm saying, and started backing it. I said, man, I really want, you know what I'm saying, the proceeds to go to this, you know, awareness groups, different awareness groups, and so. We've been in contact with a lot of different groups, man, mental health groups or whatever, and we're in the process right now getting ready to start cutting the checks to them now already. So, yeah, it's been a blessing thus far.
Word up. Like, how do your, the people at church, like, the hip people get it, like, hip people get it, it's music, but some of the, the older people, like, what are their response, like, when they see you in the church and they see you doing music, but it sounds like circular music, like, like, what do you say to them, like?
Man, nothing, man. Everybody, they love it. My church love it, man. My church is 110 supportive, man. I'm at Word of Truth International Life Center.
Okay,
right here
yeah. Shout out to church.
Yeah, man. So man, Bishop Pam Phillips, man, you know what I'm saying, her husband, man, Pastor Ron, man, they get behind me 150%. You know what I'm saying? They try to hear music first as much as they can. They be trying to come to the house, get to the studio, like, yo, what you working on? Like, we need to hear something, you know. And so if I ain't working on nothing, they be in my case about getting something done. But if you look at the video, Don't Hate, Just Know I'm Blessed, Bishop Pam's mother was actually the lady who was actually broke down in the video that I had to help. You know what I'm saying? So that's how supportive they are. She said, "What you need me to do, baby? I ain't never been on camera, but I do it." I'm like, "Come on, mother, you got me."
Man.
Yeah.
And also you had your daughter on the project?
Yeah.
Doing the thank you.
Yeah, my daughter did the thank you on it. You know what I'm saying? My baby girl, man. And now that's the tagline. So you hear the it's BE baby and everything. I used her voice for the tagline. Now I trip you out though. And a lot of people don't know this. If you listen to the album, there's a song called "Don't Hate." I mean, excuse me, "Don't Make Me."
Yeah.
"Don't Make Me." With my man Rev Breed. My son actually is the one who wrote that hook.
Yeah.
And that's him on the hook.
Is that View?
Yep, that's View.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's my baby. That's my son.
How old's your son?
He is 12 now.
12.
Yeah, he's 12 now. So
Word.
Yeah, I gave him that beat, man, and you know what I'm saying. So he wrote the hook, and I was like, man, yo, yeah, you can do that, bro. You good. Yeah. So it was supposed to be his song. It was supposed to be his verse, but he didn't want to do it.
How hard is he going with music right now?
Man, he's doing more of the engineer side. He's doing, you know what I'm saying. He's really focusing on engineering. He's really focusing on videography as well too, and editing. So I think that's where he's gonna kind of go to between that and engineering. So he wants to be an engineer.
Word.
Yeah, he wants to be like my other little brother. I got another little brother living in VA. He an engineer.
Word
so,
up.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a problem working with circular artists or?
Man, no.
Okay.
Not at all. I look forward to it.
Yeah, because I need to see you and Big V on a joint together.
Man,
soon.
yo, V, if you listen to this jump, bro, what's up? You done heard the call, man. Look, it's time for us to do it now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm with it.
And because I think that'd be really dope. I mean, like, do you give them like, hey, no cursing, or I mean, like,
nah.
Do them.
Nah, do you.
Do you.
Do you. Let me come on in and do me. You come on in and do you. We gonna put it together. I got this joint, man, I'm working on, man. I worked on with a cat, man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna put no names out yet. I'll wait till he ready to release, man. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, it's like that.
Okay.
It's like that. He getting it in. You know what I'm saying? I came right behind him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we talk about money and everything, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you know, I still talk about money, jewelry.
Yeah, because when I listen to the project, I mean, it feels like you can put it in like on some Sunday night stuff. Like, you know how black people, we like to ride on that Sunday night, on that Sunday evening.
Yeah.
Pull the lack out.
Yeah.
And it still give me that feel.
You got to turn that wang up, though, boy. You got to have them speakers right in that thing, man. Hey, like I said, I'm from Memphis, man. So, you know, hey, I love sitting on 26s, 28s, 32s, whatever, and got to have them 15s in the back.
Yeah.
Cranking. Yeah.
That's what make you dope. It's like, you ain't got to look this certain way just because you're saved. You feel me? Like,
I
mean, I still like to ride clean. You know what I mean? Like,
Why not?
Exactly.
Hey, man, look, man, this is the thing, man. People don't realize, man, or people get away from. God said you can have anything you want. Everything, what he says in his word, man, the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. All right? So, in other words, what that means to me, and when you break it down, you can have the same wealth. It's laid up for you. You know what I'm saying? In other words, it's there for you to have. So you can be wealthy and be saved. You can still, man, enjoy things. You know what I'm saying? You can still enjoy. Man, if you see me, I promise you, if you ever see me out, you always see me get carrots around my neck, around my fingers, whatever. You know what I'm saying? A nice Invicta watch on. I like Invictus until I get my own brand. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So you can still have these things. You can still ride clean. You know what I'm saying? Look, let me get another dunk. Watch me. You going to see me come through, man. Like, yo, that hurt. Yo, sitting on 28s, bro. Looking down on you. You hear me? Banging some Jesus music.
Bigboihurt coming through.
Yeah.
And as far as you being a minister now, like, is the next goal is to maybe like having your own church or your own congregation? Like,
man, I don't know. Whatever God called to do, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm on God, bro. Like, that's where I'm at with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, as He's calling me, man, to preach and, you know what I'm saying, different speaking engagements, man, I'm open to them. You know what I'm saying? Quite naturally, I run everything through my bishop, you know what I'm saying, to make sure I stay in order. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, whatever, if she tell me to go, man, I'm gone.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If her and God say go, I'm out.
Word. And before we get out of here, speak on your relationship with God. Like, you know, like, cause like with me personally, like I go to church. I'm not really like no particular denomination, anything. I just feel like, you know, if this is my thinking. I don't know if I think it's right. Like, you know, if I'm a good person, I pay my tithes, I do what I'm supposed to do. Like, you know, have my relationship with God. You know, I'm not a big Bible reader, but you know, I feel like I do okay. You know what I mean?
Everybody got a different level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what Meek say is levels to this thing, young boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and when he said it was really profound because it is different levels. You know what I'm saying? So you have to kind of grow into different things. You know what I'm saying? The thing, I'm non-denominational as well, too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, you know, I'm not Baptist or get it, you know.
Right.
Man, I the way you see me right now, man, jeans, you know what I'm saying? Some shoes on, Jordans, you know what I'm saying? Chain around my neck. I go to church the same way. Same every Sunday, bro. You rarely see me go to church with a suit on. You know what I'm saying? It's one Sunday of the month. I gotta wear a suit, man, for protocol as being a minister. But past that, hey, man, I'm in that joint however it is. You know what I'm saying? However God tell me to wake up in the morning, put it on, I'm putting it on, let go. You know what I mean? I ride the bike to church. It don't matter. So, you know what I'm saying? I tell you like I tell everybody, man, this walk, man, you have to do it for yourself. You can't do what somebody else telling you to do it. You can't do it the way somebody else is doing it. You got to do it the way God is calling you to do it. Because he's going to start shedding things off of you. And he's going to start building things up in you. You know what I'm saying? And that hunger starts getting stronger. The same thing it was for me. That hunger got stronger. I had to realize what that hunger was. That hunger was his word. So I found myself praying more often. I found myself fasting more often. I found myself reading his word more often. You know what I'm saying? I try to always hit my one scripture a day. I miss it. You know what I'm saying? Who don't? You know what I'm saying? We got to be real. Right. You know what I'm saying? I got a full-time job, bro. I work, man, 60 hours a week. Right. You know what I'm saying? Plus family, bike life, and the whole nine. And music, too. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, get it. Get it. Get that one scripture and commit yourself to one scripture a day. Right. And watch it start growing.
What's one of your... Give our audience one of your most favorite scriptures that, you know, I mean, if you're going through whatever you're going through, that's that one that you always go to.
Man, look, it's corny, man, but since I was a kid, man, it's always been Psalms 23.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Once I, man, realized the meaning behind that, you know what I'm saying? You know, man, walking through that valley of the shadow of death, you know what I'm saying? Fearing no evil, man. Like, you know, like, man, it's cliche because everybody says it, but you have to get it in your heart. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, I can go from that, then I can go into Ephesians and realize, you know what I'm saying, that he said he'll make my name great. So I ain't got to make my name great. He said my name was already great. I'm his child. I'm his son. You know what I'm saying? My name is great already. You know what I'm saying? Mr. BBH is great. It don't matter what nobody else think. My God, my daddy, my father knows it's great. He made it great for me. Hey, man, I'm straight. Right. So those are, you know, my little go-tos real quick. You know what I mean? You can go through the whole Bible, though, man, and make it live for you, though.
Word up.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So tell them again where they can find this project, Made for Blessings.
Man, look, you can get that Made for Blessings joint any and everywhere. Go, man, to iTunes, Amazon, man, wherever, Spotify, man, anywhere you get your music from, get Made for Blessings, man. Yo, it's made the number 4 and then blessings. You know what I'm saying? You can always go to my website, MrBBH.com. You know it's on that joint. You can get the CD. You can still get linked to whatever you want to get linked to, whatever. Get that paraphernalia, get that merch, whatever. And then make sure you get that new Worth the Risk joint while you're over there at the website, too.
Yes, sir. All right. Anything else you want to leave the people with before you get up out of here?
Man, I'm going to act like one of my old spiritual fathers, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, God bless you and may heaven smile upon you. You know what I'm saying? Every day of your life. You know what I mean? So, hey, always get with me, man. If you need me, call me, reach out to me. My number's on the website. If you didn't get the number when I gave it out earlier, MrBBH.com. You'll see the number. It rings directly to my cell phone. If I don't answer, leave me a message, shoot me a text. I promise I will respond to you. You know what I'm saying? That's like Mike Jones and his thing. I will respond, but I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? But if you need me, man, yo, hit me up, man. Yo, I'm here for everybody, man. Real talk.
And I want to come see you preach too one day. You know what
Already.
I mean?
We can do that.
I want to, man. It's just, you know what I mean? Just having this conversation, I'm just more intrigued to just, you know, seeing you up there in that pulpit and, you know, doing your thing. So
just know it's gonna be a lot of mains that come out, man. On me, the way you hear me right now is the way I preach,
and that won't make me fall asleep. So
I feel you.
You feel me?
Hey, man, look, I keep it 100, bro. I keep it real, man. I'm from Memphis, bro. Look, I gotta be me.
All right, man. I know some people back at the crib probably want to hear their name shout out. Shout out, man. Give some shout outs before you get up out of here.
Man, look, let me give a shout out to my beautiful bride, man, Candace, man. I love you so much. My kids, man, Elijah and Elise, also known as View and Elise, because she ain't came up with no name. She said she's her own name. You know what I'm saying? Quite naturally, man, you know what I'm saying? My whole Word of Truth family, man, Word of Truth International Life Center, man, Bishop Pam Phillips. And then I got to shout out, man, my boys, man, the Firm MC right here in Winston-Salem's home, man. You know what I'm saying? All the MC worlds out here, man. Yo, what's up? What's up? Mr. BBH, Bigboihurt. Y'all know what it is. And then shout out my brother Trub, man, because I ain't said his name on interview, so I'm going to do it right here first. You know what I'm saying? Spike V, I see you and I appreciate you, baby.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Press Play Studios as well for letting us hold it down in here. If y'all need somewhere to record your podcast, Greensboro, North Carolina, 200 Davie Street, Greensboro. Come holler at them. They will hook you up. Y'all know what this is. Best Conversations Podcast. I'm Killer TV. Check out my other podcast as well, the Hookah Champs. Let me think. Shout out to my wife. Today is her birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Shout out to her. And shout out to everybody out there being innovative and creative and living your truth and doing whatever you're doing, man. You know how it is, man. Keep God first and everything else will work itself out, man. Peace and blessings. Hurt, I appreciate you coming through, my brother.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you having me.
All right, man. We out. Killer TV.
Yep.